Hello and welcome to the aptly titled Be Careful What You Wish For launch video for my YouTube channel. Insert name here. That's as far as I've thought this through. I made a silly mistake and agreed on Twitter with some friends that if I got to a certain number of followers that I would do a YouTube channel about the hobby. But that is literally as far as I got. So I thought I'd just do a quick intro video because I am a man of my word, to introduce myself, talk a little bit about what this project could possibly be, and really as a plea for you to tell me what I should be doing on here. As you can tell from the sound quality and the incredible picture quality, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I have no equipment. This is being recorded on my phone. I have no microphones. I don't even have a computer for editing videos or anything like that. Everything I do hobby-wise is through a phone. So I'm being illuminated by my desk lamp. I am in my little hobby room and I am really trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I thought I'd introduce myself for those of you that don't know me, which is most of you, because that is quite frankly a ridiculous number of Russian bots that have started following me. Over 4,000 people. Many of them I have no interactions with at all, and many of you that I have. My name's Ben, Heresy Junkie on Twitter. I've been in the GW hobby for as long as I can pretty much remember, going right back to Rogue Trader, but predominantly second edition 40k, and then all the way up through to my first love, which is Heresy. I say first love, it's my main love. It's not my first love because it wasn't there before. So yeah, you're in my little corner of happiness, my little man cave, where I engage in my hobby and my wife does her hair in the morning. So I'll give you a little tour in a minute. It's not a big room, there's not a lot to see, but I've got to have something on here, right? So YouTube channel, why to do a YouTube channel? Well, I could do lore videos, but there are people out there that know a lot more about lore than I do. I could do painting videos, but there's an awful lot of people that know a lot more about painting than I do. I could do opinion videos, and there's already far too many opinion videos on the internet already. So I'm probably just going to ignore that and do all three of those. I don't know. I joked on Twitter that I should call this channel Everything's Fine and you don't have to like things, and if you do, that's great, and if you don't, that's great because you don't have to buy them. Which is only a half truth. It's kind of sort of my mantra in the hobby at the moment is there's a lot in the hobby. And when I should clarify terms here. When I refer to the hobby, I refer to GW hobby because that's my main hobby. I do dabble with other company systems, but I'm pretty much a self-confessed GW fanboy. I've grown up with it. I love what they do, most of what they do. And the things that they create give me a lot of happiness. So the idea behind the channel is like there's a lot of well-known channels out there that do fantastic content. There's a lot of well-known channels out there that do terrible content, and I am just a rambling madman that decided to join the herd. I have no intention, no plans at all to monetize this channel in any way, because quite honestly, would you really pay for this? It's going to be part of my hobby. It's just going to be another avenue of social media of where I can talk about the things that I like, hopefully to people that like to listen to it. Where to go? What next? So, well, before I get completely lost in thought, I'll show you a little bit around my hobby room, because my hobby room reflects me a lot, so you can get an idea of the kind of things that I'm like to. So you may already see over my shoulder that I like Lego, I like Mustangs. I'm in here, yet no stupid people should be. So again, with amazing ability, I can't even flip the camera because I don't even know how to do that. So the lighting is going to change and the sound's going to change. You are in my little hobby cave, my hobby cave, my little slice of heaven, my one room. It's a small room, as you can see as I rotate around slowly. And in here, it contains all the things that I like. Namely, and this might not work now because I don't even know where I'm pointing the camera, so I can't see. I've got the cabinets where I keep like the models that I use or have painted recently. So there's probably just reflections of me at the moment. So I'm starting over here. I've got my 40k Primaris Steel Paladin army that I've worked with some friends doing stuff. I've got my Imperial Guard tanks down to my Titans and Knights and Mechanicum forces to more Knights and Titans at the bottom. I really do like tanks and I really do like robots. So Heresy is the perfect setting for me. More tanks at the top and a few infantry. And then my Heresy Dark Angels army, which is smaller than it once was, but is far too big anyway. Heresy is my absolute love. I love the lore, I love the models, I love the community, most of it, and my Titanicus at the bottom. So they're my models. I also have an unhealthy obsession with Lego and 80s kitsch stuff, so I like my artwork, I like random stuff like that. Batmobiles, Back to the Future, and various sundry. Don't even know what that word is, I've just made that one up. So, at the moment, what am I working on? I'm currently working on a Mechanicum and Dark Angel expansions for my armies. I go to a lot of events. This is so bad. I should have done a script and written down what I need to say. I go to a lot of events at Warhammer World. So that probably influences a lot of the choices that I make in armies. What am I doing? What am I doing? And why are you watching it? We are 6 minutes and 37 seconds into a video of utter drivel. Why don't I ask you? So I've seen YouTube videos before. You don't have to like and you don't have to subscribe, and there are buttons somewhere. You don't have to do that. I'm not in it for anything other. If I get one person viewing it, I get 6 people viewing it, I don't care. I'll keep making it until enough people tell me to stop. What would you like to see on this channel? If I'm doing a channel, what would you like to see? Do you want me to talk about what I think about releases? Do you want me to talk about what I think about rules? How do I build it? How do we go about building an army? My knowledge is quite narrow. I know a lot about the Heresy. I know a little bit about current 40k. I know nothing about Age of Sigmar. I know some about Adeptus Titanicus. I know pigeon bits of lore. I know lots of lore. I just don't remember the order in which it happens and where it came from. I read books. I read lots of books. I read lots of Black Library books. I read lots of books from other things. I like that too. What do you want? I mean, if your answer is nothing, feel free to write nothing as well. Nothing. Don't bother. We don't want to see this trap. That's fine. But I don't know what I'm doing with this. I think I've made that abundantly clear. I've tried to figure it out and I can't. So why not have a launch video where I say, what do you want me to do? What should I do? I do want to talk about one thing though before I go. I do want to talk about one thing because one of this was brought about by me seeing a video from another content creator that I'm not going to name because I don't need to name the content creator. But the hobby for me is overwhelmingly about positivity, and that's why I've stayed in the hobby for as long as I have. I've made a lot of friends in it, and it is my main hobby. So I want to enjoy myself when I'm in that hobby. And Heresy is my first love, and Heresy has its community, has its reputations, both good and bad. I honestly think they're probably, inside the Games Workshop family of games, the finest modelers and painters out there. I don't mean everyone. I don't mean they're better than everyone. I just think the standard of hobby is incredibly high in Heresy. I think the scope for army creation is massive, even though it's Marines predominantly. But there's a lot of negativity about it that is unfounded, I think, at times. Opinions are great. They're fantastic, and everyone's allowed to have their opinion, but there's got to be a point to it at times, isn't there? We've got a new version of Heresy on the horizon, which I'm incredibly excited about. I know nothing of the rule set. I know the rule set has been leaked, or a version of the rule set has been leaked. I have not seen it. I don't want to see it because I don't want to see something that's half complete. We've had model leaks. I don't care as much about model leaks because I'm as excited about models as the next person. So I want to put it out like clearly that that I like an awful lot of stuff that Games Workshop does. I dislike some things that Games Workshop do as well. There's quite a lot of models that I don't like. There's quite a lot of price points where I don't tend to tell people that I don't like these things. I might tell it in club, in conversation with people. I might tell them that I don't like things, but I don't feel the need to do a video about it. So if you come here for that, that won't be on this channel. When I review models, I will say if I don't like them. But if I don't like something, I tend to just not buy it, or buy less of it. I'm not beholden to the fact that they've released something that's new for a game, and it doesn't mean that I have to get it. Do I want Mark 6 in Heresy? Hell yes. Do I want it to be the primary armor mark in my army? Hell no. Do I think it should have been the armor weapon of choice of this box set? Absolutely not. Do I like it though? Yes, it looks cool. Does it remind me of Rogue Trading? Yes, it does. Does it matter that they've changed the background of it or embellished the background to make Mark 6 more available? No, not in the slightest. They changed stuff all the time. Heresy used to be this much. Little box inside Adeptus Titanicus. Didn't tell you a lot. Horus wasn't even a Primarch back then. Things change. Get over it. Anyway, that's my launch video. It's terrible. There's no theme tune. There's no name. There's no graphics. There's no lighting. There's just me sat in a room speaking to myself. Any suggestions? Dear God, please write them below. Thanks for watching.